So my original schedule was to film on Sundays and then upload on Wednesdays. So editing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whenever I had time. But I've only ever filmed on Sunday like twice since I moved here. It ends up being Monday or Tuesday like 90% of the time, and sometimes even Wednesday. And that's a problem. So it is currently Tuesday, and I do have something I want to film, but I also need to do stuff. So I need to go for a run right now because I promised myself I was going to go for a run after work today because it's slightly warmer, and by slightly warmer I mean it's like 37 degrees right now. So let's go do that.
Also, how cute is this little running backpack that my brother gave me? I have not used it, but I don't really want to carry my phone, and I don't have pockets in these pants. Is that literally? It literally just clips like that. And I want to have my pepper spray with me, so, you know. Oh, there's a whistle. Okay, well, I'm gonna move the whistle. How cool is that? Now if somebody's creeping me out, I can just whip out my pepper spray.
Surprisingly, that actually wasn't that bad. I did 2.26 miles in 23 minutes? I don't know. My first mile was 9:44 average pace. Second was like 10:30 something. And then the last quarter mile was 11:14, I think. I have my phone propped on my knee, so if it's moving around a bunch, I'm sorry. I wanted to share some encouragement this week, just something that I've been thinking about recently, and that is the concept that healing is not linear, and trying to change your responses and behaviors is not a linear overnight journey. It takes time, and often a lot of us snap back, and that can be really discouraging because, you know, you've put so much work into trying to choose the right reactions and the right behaviors, and then when something happens and you snap right back to where you were and you don't want to be anymore, it can be really discouraging. When I first moved here, the first month or so, I felt like I was doing really well. I was settling in nicely. I didn't have too much anxiety. I did have some, but I just overall felt like I was doing decently well. And then some things happened and I was not doing well anymore. And I really snapped back to a lot of behaviors that I had been trying to get away from, and was successful for that first month. Like I talked about in the other video, using the change of moving to encourage other change and like clean breaks from things. But a lot of those behaviors came right back, and that was really discouraging. But with a lot of prayer and intentionality, I'm slowly starting to be able to get back to where I was and eliminate those behaviors again. And it just made me realize that a lot of times we can think that, oh, if I've healed from this, like I've healed from it and it's never going to bother me again. And it's like, no, it is going to bother you again. It just gets a little easier to deal with every time that it does come up. I know that's something I've heard about, like grief in particular. The loss and the sadness and the pain never goes away. You just get better at dealing with it. And I think that's how it is with some of these behaviors that are ingrained in us, whether that's generational issues or just things that you've done for a really long time and that are really interwoven into who you are. It's not going to just be like, oh, I can get rid of this really easily. It's going to come up probably for the rest of your life, but you just get really good at dealing with it and knowing which choices you need to make in that moment in order to not do those behaviors or go down that thought track. So I just wanted to give that encouragement if anyone out there is like me and is trying to kind of start fresh and like establish who they are as a person separate from all their previous context, and is struggling with things that are part of who you used to be and are not a part of who you want to be. Take it easy on yourself. It's not a linear journey. There's ups and downs. There's sometimes one step forward, two steps backwards. What matters is that you're taking steps. I hope that was encouraging to someone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you right back here next week.